Hello, I am back again. I am back again. I am back again. I want to talk about something very quickly. I think it's in continuation of my last discussion. I was talking about superstition. Superstition. Okay, the other time I talked about witchcraft. I was able to show you that witchcraft was an alien thing to Africans. It was a Western thing. Before the coming of the white man, the African did not know anything like witchcraft. So that was in the last video. So you can still go back to see it. Now I want to talk about superstition. Also, every individual, not individual now, every nation, every people, every tribe, they have their own superstition. I think it's almost impossible for humans to exist without superstition, even in religious circle, be it Christianity, be it Islamism, be it any form of organized religion. Most, not even some, most of the doctrines, the dogmas, they are products of superstition. Let me talk about superstition directly. Let's go to the West. You know, this former Arsenal player, Aaron Ramsey, there is this popular superstition around him. Yes, there are a lot of articles, essays written by the Western media over this same human and then incidences around him. That's also superstition. Do you know that each time Aaron Ramsey scores a goal, something peculiar happens? Aaron Ramsey has about 78 career goals, and in that 78, about 20 of them have come with some mind-blowing occurrences, and they are death. Death. When you want to pronounce like the West, death. Death. So you get what I mean, eh? For example, in 2011, Aaron Ramsey scored a goal against Manchester United, and then a day later, yes, a day later, Osama bin Laden died. In the same 2011, Aaron Ramsey scored 3 days against Tottenham. Against Tottenham, 3 days later, Steve Jobs died. You know Steve Jobs, right? The co-founder and then former CEO of Apple. He died, yes. That same 2011, this same guy scored against Marseille, and Muammar Gaddafi, the former Libyan ruler, died. In 2012, it was against Sunderland. He scored a day after. Whitney Houston, this woman with a very beautiful voice, died. Aaron Ramsey scored in 2013. That was against Cardiff. A day later, our own Paul Walker. When I say our own, Paul Walker's influence. If you watch Fast and Furious, you continue to miss Paul Walker. A day after, Paul Walker died. In 2021, against Turkey in Euro 2020, because Aaron Ramsey he plays for Wales, he scored, and Kenneth Kunda, former Zambian president, died. Now you can see a superstition has arisen around this individual and his goals. Why it is superstition is this: he has scored over 78 goals, but these occurrences have not happened in more than, maybe popular and not so popular individuals, 27. You can see it's not even up to half of the total goals. But the fact that some of these goals coincide with certain things, you see that superstition is usually a product of coincidence. This man does not kill anyone. This man does not do any magic for anyone to die. In short, I believe when you question that Aaron Ramsey, now if you go deep into his mind, he regrets scoring because it has become so synonymous. Each time, I remember when was that? The last time he scored, was it when? And in Nigeria, we were murmuring, ha, make this certain individual know that, because at that time there was this certain individual in Nigeria, a big name, who was sick. It was even rumored that he was dead. Is it not superstition? It is also in gambling. One day, somebody told me to go and play Chelsea and Newcastle United draw. That any day that he saw it clearly, that is his key. That any day he sights the new moon, and it happens that within that same period, Chelsea has a match against Newcastle, that it definitely ends in draw. That because Newcastle new stands for that new moon, and it has happened in many occasions. But then that very day we played and we failed. So because superstition is also how nature works. It is not certain. It is not 100%. It's everywhere. So when somebody who comes back from church on Sunday and sees the other man throwing coal and out and begins to accuse him of superstition, that other person is also superstitious. If you go maybe under or hatchery or any ogrishi, any tree, and you begin to pour libation, you begin to make some incantation, you begin to say something to your ancestor, or maybe when the sun comes out, you look up there and you begin to say things to your ancestors, you begin to pray to whomever you want to pray, and this other person who comes back from church says you are superstitious, that person is also superstitious, because there he has gone, or he or she has gone to worship some images. Yeah, they say it's replica, it's symbolic. The same way this other individual, what he does is symbolic. I think what should save us is tolerance. Allow people do whatever they wish to do in the process of serving whoever they want to serve. At the end of the day, we all leave this place in the same pattern, the same death that waits for the one who is religious is the same for the one who is not. The same for everyone. Ah, I don't want it to be too long. We'll continue in the next episode. My name is Chuku Ebuka Obasi Amechi.